folks. You're listening to the Beat Goes On Global Internet Radio Show. Tonight we have Stompin George Eldon in the studio. Take it away, Mark and Lisa.
Well, I think it's only appropriate that we do, kind of like the Jimmy Kimmel thing. It's sorry, Matt Damon, we didn't have time for you today. But what I want to keep doing is we've got this great recording that one of our most revered public figures did for us.
Yes.
And we keep saying that Mayor John Suthers loves this radio station, and we got the evidence to prove it. We just put it up on the Facebook page today, but we're going to play it every dang show, aren't we?
We are, and what a great photobomb opportunity. I was able to get there. It was fun. I enjoyed it so very much. I loved it.
Hope everybody heard that one.
Yeah, because I was yapping.
I know, yeah. Well, it's good to have Lisa back. You missed a couple shows, and we missed you, and I'm knowing that everybody else missed you too.
Well, I missed you guys a lot too, and it's very hard for me to be away. It really, really is. The Wednesdays go really, really slow when I don't get to be here, so I'm very, very happy to be here, and I'm just loving it.
Well, this is the place to be on Wednesday. We've established that for a year and a half now. Yep. And it's because that we're all about our big Facebook group page that just went over 5,300 members this week, which just blows me away, and thanks to everybody. But it's called the Southern Colorado Musicians and Artists Cooperative, and it has a YouTube channel of the same name associated and linked to it. It's been getting really active because, last weekend was Blues Under the Bridge weekend.
Right.
And we had a lot of fun with Jesse Cottonstone.
Woohoo!
Yeah, and our friends in Southern Avenue, Ori Naftali. I did an interview with them in the lobby of the Wyndham.
Beautiful.
And the picture on the Facebook page. I mean, it's a great old Victorian couch they were sitting on.
That's so great.
And I just tracked it today, and there was a little background noise because I couldn't get them to turn down the house music. Mm-hmm. Darn, they're so rude, right?
Well, it looks like a magazine cover, though. The picture does. It's a really great picture that you got there.
That was, huh?
Did you took that picture, did you?
My cell phone
You did. It's a good one. I liked it.
Yeah, Samsung.
There you have it.
Get it? Samsung.
No.
It's not a guy, it's my phone. See, I had to make Lisa laugh. Everyone loves when Lisa laughs.
Because I laugh like Mr. Ed, I think. Sometimes I do. I listen to the playback and it's like, the whole.
But Ed's in the back. That's Shadow Man.
It is the Shadow Man. We love the Shadow Man.
Yeah, he keeps it all going for us. And we had a little meeting right before the show because I missed you so much.
Yes.
And it got George all set up, and just like he always does, everything's good to go. So I'm really pleased, and I'm just waiting to hear more of Stompin George Eldon, because he came highly recommended by our good friend Roger Pennington.
Yes.
Thank you, Roger.
I know.
You're a sweetheart, baby.
And then George, after you heard, I guess that the invitation was open, man, it's like, yeah, let's do a show. So
that's awesome.
It's a good opportunity to actually now get to talk to you and hang out with you and meet you.
Yeah, feelings mutual.
Yeah, and you got Chuck with you.
Super Chuck, yeah.
Yeah.
We've been together for almost 20 years now.
I never met a Chuck I didn't like, I'll tell you that right now. Oh. There's something in the name Chuck.
Her husband's name is
Chuck.
Awesome.
Yes.
Oh, and also another Chuck that we want to mention is our good friend Charles Caggio.
There you go.
Who had surgery today that we wish him all the best for. Hope he's listening. If he's not, you can play it on archive. Just like we told George, the shows are always archived on the SoundCloud and the KVCMradio.com webpage.
We're wishing you well.
Yeah, absolutely. Because number 81, the show 81,
Amen.
we'll say this is Charlie. The the Chuck show could be, huh?
It's gonna be here in a minute.
All right, all right.
No,
well,
I'm just kidding. No.
no, really, I mean, that was a nice introduction. We always wanted to do that just so that for those of you and us that aren't always familiar with whoever we have,
Right.
you get a little taste of what to expect. And we hope all of your friends are listening that we've invited.
So do I, if I got any.
Uh-oh. Oh, you told me there was 1,000 people going to listen.
Somebody told you, huh?
But, yeah, he was all worried that we were going to be rough on him, you know.
Oh no way. Turnabout's always fair play, and that's the freaky part of that. You never want to be rough on somebody unless you're ready for it to come back at you.
So that is a secret for future shows, I
There it
guess.
is, yes.
Thanks a lot, Lisa. You let it out.
Yes. It's gypsy knowledge.
Okay. But you know what the thing is, too, since we're doing all this shameless self-promotion.
Yes.
Yeah, you can go to the Beat Goes On Global Internet Radio Show page on Facebook and, of course, hit the like button first. But then, you know, there's an events on the header that you should hit too. And that has all of our calendar events every Wednesday until October 28th.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And isn't that also where you sign up to get yourself on the show?
Well, glad you mentioned that, Lisa.
Yes.
See, I missed you again. Yeah, that's the send email button
Yes.
to schedule shows, and we just got I just got an email from Mary Beth Cross
Cool.
out of Denver. Someone that just took up our offer for wanting to play her CD first of all, but then I said, well, you know, we got this show every Wednesday night.
Why not?
I know, yeah. Well, see, and that's it. We're going to start booking for November pretty soon. We've been lucky that we haven't had any cancellations or mishaps so far this year.
Very
Knock
lucky.
on something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the response has been great, and we want to thank everybody. And continue to listen because it's just going to get better.
I think so.
Yeah.
So George, what's going on with you, man? You're living in Lake George. Your profile says.
Yeah, well, yeah. I originally moved here from Colorado back in '98, and I bought some property outside of Lake George, and I hang out in Guffey nowadays, you know, which is about 50 miles away, but you know, there's no traffic lights, so it's a pretty easy drive. It's great. It's stress-free.
Well,
you get out
that's-
of the city for a while. You know.
Yeah, you know, I realized that too, and I thought that when I got my house here, I was going to be out in the country, kind of, you know, just close enough to Walmart, right? No, we don't go to Walmart.
No.
But yeah, they're building all around
Mhm.
and filling up all my fields. The antelope are gone. I'm just bummed. But
Yeah, there's no bathroom either. You know, you gotta find a tree, and you can't find a tree somewhere. So.
well, yeah. See, we're in the part of Black Forest that's called the Meadows, so there aren't any trees anyway. But,
I love Lake George.
you know, but that's it.
It's a beautiful place.
Since Roger Pennington said, "Hey, how about Stompin' George?" There's a big thing going on in Guffey, isn't there?
Oh, you mean the
Music-wise.
the Black Mountain?
Well, just
oh yeah,
music-wise.
music-wise.
Well,
yeah.
that-
It's a
that's festival,
fledgling
too. I
thing.
was
It's
hoping-
just starting. It's upstart. You know?
I was hoping Cousin Eric might call in, but yeah, no. I mean, tell us because Roger gave us a heads up about
The Black
Guffey.
Mountain family.
No, about Guffey.
Oh,
Period.
just Guffey. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, certainly the local scene is happening. Like I said, it's still fledgling. There's only about 2 or 3 of us. There's 2 bands, and Lissa Hanner's with us, and she does her solo thing, and she's been doing it. In fact, that's how I got involved in Guffey back in 2002, 2003, I believe. And yeah, and when people come through, I mean, sometimes people stay. Some people, unfortunately, they pass away. You know,
Sure.
It's an older population.
Oh yeah.
But we're trying to get the young generation in there too, because we're kind of getting up there in age, you know. But yeah, like I said, it's a fledgling little community, but they seem to like us. They like Foggiest Notion, and,
Yeah.
and Melissa Hanner and Patty Best, and a lot of other local people that are just trying to break through and come in and do their own stuff.
Well, we are committed to bringing as many people to the airwaves as possible, and if you can recommend more people to come down and do a show, or a couple at a time and do split the 2 hours and whatever we can arrive at.
Well, what comes with music comes with the ego, and sometimes you get somebody here who won't shut up, so
Well,
It's radio, though.
Lisa's pretty good about breaking up the scuffles,
Oh, short people got a lot of reasons.
I know.
Menopausal women, I don't know. I could go on and on and on.
But we won't,
I was
because
kidding about
I think George should play another song.
I think so
You
too.
want to hear a song?
Let's
Oh,
do it.
Why
absolutely.
don't you turn off your amp one?
Okay.
And then let them do that.
You can hear it, but-
Yeah, let's do that.
Play the right key.
Well, everywhere you go, there's someone that you know just wanna get old man headed. I like side to top, soft and blowing light, get barefoot, old time happy. Get barefoot, old time. Put your hair down, come on, let's get happy. It's so damn good, getting stoned with the twist. It's barefoot, old time happy. Well, think about those places and all those cartoon faces driving themselves to death. Everyone's uptight with their rules wrong to right. Just barefoot, old time happy. Barefoot, old time, yeah. Put your hair down, come on, let's get happy. So damn good, getting stoned with the twist. Barefoot, old time happy. Now I don't care for baseball. I don't hang out in the pool. Don't watch TV. In fact, I'd rather be just barefoot, old time happy. Barefoot, old time, yeah. Put your hair down, come on, let's get happy. So damn good, getting stoned with the twist. Barefoot, old time happy. Barefoot, old time, yeah. Put your hair down, come on, let's get happy. It's so damn good, it's stoned with the twist. Barefoot, old time happy. Barefoot, old time happy.
Now the name of that song, of course, is who got that one?
I did.
What?
Barefoot.
Okay, you looked at the CD,
I
didn't
did.
you?
And you know what? I like the art on the CD.
I did that.
You did that as Picasso-ish, don't you think?
So is
Cartoons.
that like a trademark?
That's cool.
Alyssa Hanner wants to. She's a producer for that album, and she likes it. She wants to do T-shirts and everything.
I like it too.
You like it?
I
It's
do.
cool.
I think you should do more.
Well, that kind of stuff is, I mean, that's
It's
really,
awesome.
it's a, gosh, it's a unique
Mm-hmm.
caricature quality of only some people have pulled off. I
Right.
mean, like John Lennon, remember he did all those
Yeah.
kind of
That's
really
pencil
cool.
drawings.
That's high praise.
Oh man,
Yeah.
and you know what? That
That's
made
awesome.
millions at Sotheby's, you know?
And I believe the Deja Vu album for the Crosby, Stills and Nash. Didn't Joni Mitchell do the artwork for that?
Yeah, well that, I don't know if it was Deja Vu, but she did a bunch of sketches of David Crosby, Stephen Stills, the whole San Francisco kind of folk pop culture conglomerate. I grew up back there, so man,
figured
we
that
could
hit a
talk
warm
about
spot.
that for days, but those were the days too.
Yeah.
But really, contemporary stuff, like you've heard of Jimmy Thackeray, he's a blues guitarist.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've
And
seen it.
he has his logo that it's a hat, sunglasses, and you know it's.
Oh, that's neat.
If you know who Jimmy Thackeray is, the picture's in your mind.
Is it a cartoon though? Or is
It's just like
Right.
it's a pencil drawing. Yeah, it's
Right.
just very minimal and
I like it.
Yeah, I like
defining.
minimalist. Yeah,
Yeah,
minimalist.
yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
You know,
It
and
caught my
photographs
eye.
are kind of, they're widespread. People do them all the time. And,
Yeah.
But
Well, you got some cool shots on your Facebook page. I
Oh.
gotta say, some nice close-up type shots of you and your guitar. And
yeah, Monica Brain, our publicist and photographer, she's kind of responsible for all that. She's going to be here later on, I hope. But she's
Okay.
get a chance to talk to her as well.
Yeah, great.
She's kind of like been adopted into the circle and does great work. And Charlie?
Yes, sir.
Say something, Charlie.
Yeah, well, and you know that the Southern Colorado Musicians and Artists Cooperative thing is, artist means art too.
So
It does.
it's inclusive.
Yes,
Right?
yeah,
Yeah.
because the original intent of the group was 5 years ago, was there was about 5 of us that said, well, we kind of need a place to put our stuff. 2 of us are photographers, one's an artist, and a couple of great guitar players that didn't do a great job of Facebook on their own.
Right.
Sure.
So it's taken off from there, and we support everybody and encourage everyone to use that group page because Southern Colorado is, it's a big area, really.
Absolutely, yeah.
And
There's
we're-
there's room enough for just about everybody who can fit in.
Yeah, and we're even going into New Mexico, and
All over.
but the thing that blows my mind, I told you before the show, I got an email from the Netherlands, I got an email from Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Yes.
In addition to all the other cool people that are part of what we got going anyway,
Yeah.
we've got 400 plus people subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Has this taken you by surprise?
Absolutely, because I didn't set forward to make an impact or a statement. It was just a cooperative thing, and then I got kind of just handed this radio show thing, and it's grown into the fact that there's 2 sub shows. We got the primetime all Colorado music Monday through Friday, 6 to midnight Mountain Standard Time,
Right.
and then 12 to 5 is the Worldwide Blues Show. And both shows feature predominantly Colorado musicians all over the state, And
It's really taken off. It really is. I'm just hearing
Yeah.
such great things about it. And it's exciting to be a part of it and to watch the numbers go up and to hear all the fantastic things that people are saying. It's happening.
and we got more stuff planned too.
Yeah.
There's so much more we
Great
can do.
stuff.
Yeah. Now that we got the team.
Yes,
You
and
know,
it's a
and
good
that
team.
Sounds like you got it going on.
Yeah,
a good
that,
team.
that includes Miss Mary and
Yes.
Elizabeth on the
Yes.
social media, because the joy too is that anybody that has been invited to the event page or knows about the show anyway, they can correspond on the event page, and Mary and Elizabeth will say, hey, we got a comment, or they'll answer back. And
And if there's any younger people out there, we are looking into the ideas of younger musicians as well, because we've had so many young phenoms really on the show. And Elizabeth is younger, but you know, that is a good thing because she's there to say, hey, you know, kids my age and older, whatever, like music too. And we want to talk about it too, so let's include them too. Why
Well,
not?
I mean, you know, I know she's excited about next week's show because next week's show is a teen band called Open Space that used to play the coffee house that we had up in Rock Rimmon and packed the place with their high school friends. So we're going to get them on the show and let them do their thing on the global plane.
There she is. She's so
Yep.
beautiful.
Yep. So, how about some more music, man?
You want to hear another song?
Yeah,
I
it's
want
rock.
to. Yeah, this is the whole thing. Is that the music is the focus. We want everyone to be aware of Stompin' George Eldon. You know, and find you. You got a CD here. You
Make
know,
you
we're going to put
comfortable.
you.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys helping us promote this. You know, we played out in Denver and Boulder, Aspen recently, and with the exception of Boulder, everything went really well.
Oh,
But well, you know, sometimes you win, sometimes you don't.
Can't win them all. Yeah.
Boulder
Yeah.
was Boulder, huh?
They just don't know you yet, man.
Well, that's
yeah, I mean,
true.
it was
That's all it was.
a hard audience to I mean, they're students, I guess, and they were in this. It was a coffee shop for one thing, and we're
Yeah.
generally playing bars, right? So.
I call them roadhouses.
Yeah.
Roadhouses. Well, anyway, you know, there were some students. They had their computers, and it's.
And you were interrupting their study, huh?
Well, it seems like they liked the music alongside whatever they were doing, but they were watching movies. I mean, how can you watch a movie? and
Right.
listen? I guess you can do that because of that. You know, maybe it's the evolution of the psyche or something.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is. Makes you feel weird when you
Multitask,
think
you know.
people aren't paying
Multitasking.
attention. It's like, you know.
Well, I mean,
You
I
know?
try to be, you know, understanding and accepting.
Some crowds are just hard to sell.
But,
They
it's just
really
sometimes
are.
the people are tough. Yeah.
They really are. I don't like the ones where it's 5 people. I'd rather play in front of 500 because you can get over it, bam, just like that. But if you got if you got 5 people, they're gonna hear everything.
Well,
you know?
that's true. All the states and all awards, as they say. But you know, I'd rather play for 5 people who are interested than say,
Well, yeah,
you know,
there you go.
20 that are not.
That's true.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Good
you know, that's the
point.
way it goes. You know, there's no.
Yeah. Well, let's rock, guys.
There's a psycho Billy living on my block. He's 24/7 and the cat don't stop. He play honky tonk ditty till the break of dawn. In the cottontail ditty on my front lawn. I call the law, but I can't stand cops. Psycho Billy, yeah, he's staying on my block. There we go. This is Psycho Billy, dancing on my roof. Oh, we get butt naked, except them hobnail boots. But my mama kinda likes him, and my sister did too. It's a Psycho Billy, dancing on my roof. He's high on something, but I can't say what. Psycho Billy, yeah, he's staying on my block. Here come now. This is Psycho Billy, Psycho Billy,
preface this before we do another song is that the character in the song is singing the song. I'm not necessarily espousing the views of the song. Do you understand? It's like
Yeah,
a movie.
I do.
Just because an actor plays a serial killer, it doesn't mean
Yeah.
he wants to go out and kill people, right?
Exactly.
Oh, absolutely.
So what
Well-
I'm saying is, I don't dislike cops, and I know that's a sensitive issue nowadays with our
Oh.
environment. But this was a song I wrote.
Well, and that's
15 years ago.
okay. Cool. We talked about this before
Yeah.
the show, and I really, I feel for people that really take things too literally.
I do
you
too.
know? And especially, through the conversation already, you can tell George is an eloquent kind of guy,
Yes.
and he's a deep thinker, obviously.
Yes.
And,
Funny.
but,
I think you have a good wit, actually.
and that's true too. So, but do you know a psychobilly?
I was just gonna say, you know what? I know that dude lives in my hood. I see him all the time. It's
Or
like, throw him a
Psycho Betty.
cigarette every now and then.
But,
Don't get too close to my car.
And so there you go. I mean, that's a very relatable song,
Yes.
in so many ways.
Yes.
Tolerance and
Yes.
everyone is too quick to pass judgment or have an opinion these
Yeah.
days.
They
And
are indeed.
take entertainment for what the value of the entertainment is, right?
Exactly. Exactly. If you like it, like it. It doesn't have to be.
Well, yeah. I mean,
You know-
nobody's going to. Now, okay, this is no offense taken or meant to, but no one's going to run around going under their breath like a Beavis and Butthead cartoon, and a psycho Billy.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
So you're not going to influence the kids these days, are you? I mean, seriously, you're not going to influence the kids with this. There's
No.
too much other hardcore stuff around.
They're really, please, especially for the kids.
I hope not. Yeah.
Well, no. And so that
There is.
disclaimer being said,
It's true.
back to our regular program.
Yeah.
No, really, and this is why we have such a diverse
Yes.
talent base that we can draw from. If we had the same kind of music all the time,
It'd be boring.
I don't think we'd be growing as much as we do.
Right.
Right.
So I
Open
welcome.
opportunity.
We've got a band coming in the first week of September that. That when I asked him to be on the show, the guy says, "You sure you really want us on your show?" And I go, "What, am I supposed to be scared to death?"
Really,
I like your music. It's very beautiful music, and I know there's an explanation behind it. So
Sure.
we'll wait and see. I don't know, since we're we're gonna have a little schedule change here coming up. I can't really say what I want to say, as I always want to say. More
It'll be
than
a
I can say.
surprise. It'll be a
a
surprise. There you go.
Right.
But so on with the show.
Yes.
Um,
Onward and upward.
So do you want to mention a little bit about what's going on there in first weekend of September in Guffey?
The Black Mountain
Yeah.
Family Reunion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This was an event put on by Eric Kellogg and Amy Owen, and I think it's the 5th year. Give me if I get it wrong, but I think
I might have
the last 3 years, haven't we?
I might have heard 7th, but
Okay, seven might be closer. I mean,
We could both be wrong,
Time gets
I don't
away
know.
from me up there in the mountains.
yeah, I bet.
Yeah, but it's a beautiful event for 3 days. Starts Friday, goes Saturday and Sunday, and I think the events go on until around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And of course, the after parties, people are playing. Everyone plays music. It's straight through. I mean, if you got a tuba, you're welcome.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's
and
like
so
that.
we generally play in the daytime slots, and some of the bands that are more percussive wise, I guess, they have drums,
Yeah, yeah.
and they come in the evening. They seem to work better, but it's a wonderful 3 days, and Eric and Amy are just gracious hosts, and everyone
Yeah.
has a great time.
That sounds so cool.
It does.
I wish we had more time to devote to, because Eric came to us and said, "Hey, can we do a live broadcast?" And we talked about that too. There's so many variables. I don't know if that's possible even for part of the time, but I sure would like to. If Eric's listening, and I sure hope you are, let's talk and figure out, because I think Ed's willing to take a road trip, right, buddy? So really, I mean, we try really hard to, because it is a charity event, right? It's
It is
for the
indeed.
fire department,
Right.
the volunteer fire department, right?
Right. Yeah, you need all the volunteers you can get.
Well, and that's sometimes people kind of forget about that concept. People don't like to pay taxes everywhere, and if you have a bunch of people that want to be self-sufficient in a small area, and it seems like Guffey is just a really cool place, and everybody is tight.
It's really great.
They are.
I've
Yeah.
had so much fun up there.
Yeah, and so volunteers can really protect and serve just like anybody else.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we would love to support that. I mean,
Yeah.
on a recurring basis, but we got to figure it out.
Oh yeah. It's got to be figured out, and
Yeah.
there's no rush on that. Eric's very accommodating.
Well,
That's my thing. So.
He's in the family. We like I say, we were stretching the boundaries out to Guffey
Yeah.
for sure with Roger Pennington already.
Yeah.
One love, as Marley says. Yeah.
So I gotta ask, what's in the jug?
Oh, Chardonnay.
Oh, it's Chardonnay. I was
Yeah.
thinking it's moonshine.
Would you like some?
No, thank you. Chardonnay's okay though.
Wine.
All tastes like vinegar to me.
Get
My
coffee,
taste
yeah.
buds were burnt with the radiation.
Yeah. So nothing tastes right, huh?
So, oh man, no.
How are you feeling overall now, Mark?
It's been about 5 years to really say I'm okay. The voice is shaky, so
Sounds good.
I let you guys. Well, you know
radio
what?
voice. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
he
up there
does.
with Larry King. Yeah.
Oh, come on, man! I'm not that old. But given the opportunity, I think I would like to be doing this that long.
Yes.
Don't you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because
Yeah. I want to do this I just love this. Oh yeah. Oh, man.
we have only scratched the surface
Yes.
with 81 shows.
So
when I
many
first looked at doing just the programming for the station, I looked at Reverb Nation,
Right.
and in Southern Colorado, there's like 600 bands of all genres
Right.
in this area. So it's
Right.
like, okay, we're barely through.
We got plenty of stuff to do.
Okay, who's the math genius that can give us a percentage?
Okay, well, if we have, how many altogether?
81 out of 600.
81 out of 600, we're at like,
Click, click, click.
yeah,
click,
1/32
click,
of,
boom.
1/8 of 100%.
You guys are pretty cute together. Yeah, I really like your act. It's
We missed, I had to do it alone for 2 weeks, and it was like,
Did you miss me?
well, Ed was kind of right there too,
But he's not as cute as I am.
well, that's, and that's, she is our street corner gypsy, and for more than just that reason.
Yes.
She's a hard rock and bass playing chick here with a
Yes.
really,
Oh yeah. Just tell me you and Roger got along pretty well. Huh?
Yeah.
yeah.
I love
Do you like his
musicians.
style of playing?
I'm not picky, actually, as far as it goes. I'm
Even
really
though
not.
she's-
I just love to play.
Even though she's a teacher, yeah, she's not the.
No, I'm really not. Actually, I learned classical. I can teach blues, rock, whatever, as it goes, and I like it all because to me, each song tells a story. And when you're playing it, the beginning is, my mind just goes that way when I'm playing a song, and so I like the way every story unfolds. To tell you the truth, so there's certain songs that I wouldn't play more than. Because when you practice and you got to do it over and over again,
I know that's what this
you want to hit your head on the wall and say,
Another time? Come on.
yeah, but I mean, as it goes, I like all music. I am an opera lover, believe it or not.
Now, nothing surprises me, really.
I do love opera. I really do. It makes me cry.
Well, I guess
It does.
we're open to that genre if anybody wants
good
to
stuff.
fit the bill, and
You get a production of Wagner in here, maybe, or
we're open. I mean, we okay. So one of our friends, Chelsea Martinez, is the band director at Central High School in Pueblo, and I've asked her figure out as much to exemplify the Pueblo music department with all the things she does, like drumline, and she does a symphony. In fact, they competed and got a couple of awards this last year, and I think even the year before.
She's amazing.
She's doing a great job.
She is amazing.
And she's the leader of the ska band we were talking about.
Right.
Right on.
Yeah.
And she's just I love her mannerisms with the way that she handles her band and herself.
Oh boy, she's in control, huh?
She got that down, man. She does.
We can't be talking about Chelsea that way.
We love you, Chelsea. You're fantastic.
So how old was Chelsea?
I'm thinking her
I
30s.
never ask a woman her age.
Well, that's probably not even anywhere on the air.
She's younger than me.
She's younger than me too, but that's not hard to do.
See, that's the government speak I used to do.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, that's another story, another show. Nonetheless, it's your show, my friend.
Yes.
No, I'm enjoying this.
Well, it's good
You're not
because
making me work too hard.
no, we don't make anybody work hard, especially ourselves. you know.
Exactly. This is
But
good
I
stuff.
gotta say, since we're at 7:39 in Central Colorado Springs with Stompin George Eldon on The Beat Goes On, the local internet radio show on KBCMradio.com, it's time for another Stompin George Eldon
You want
song.
to hear that song, right?
Man, I
do it.
do.
Cool. You ready? Okay.
Now shave your head, clean and round. One little road, some mountain town. Stay upbeat, separate your sin. 'Cause someday soon God will raise the rest. Now drag your weight out your feet like a shade. Some lonely beach, the king's castle, that one's tent. It's all the same. God will raise the rest. There's no extension of your release. It's a quiet eviction. No police. All your possessions inherit the wind. It's all the same. God will raise the rest. Now, mud is the mud of the earth. Creatures of the day. What's it worth? Your little rabbit hole. Your lion's den. Oh, someday soon there'll be no room. God will raise the rest. God will raise the rest. God will raise the rest.
like that. I like
do
that
too.
a lot.
I do too.
That is a great song.
Oh, thank you.
It is.
I mean, you're setting the mood so far with 3 songs. I mean, and this show is usually crafted that way, you know. And I sure hope, you know. Do you know Kim Pence?
No, I don't believe I do. No.
Okay, well, I'm just trying, you know, we got, like I say, we've been getting comments on Facebook, and Kim liked a whole lot of stuff about you. So, hi, Kim, thanks for listening.
Right on.
Oh, man, so from Pennsylvania?
Really?
Yeah.
It's the Keystone State.
Well, we are global.
Yes.
And Pennsylvania is in the globe, yeah.
Yes. Yes. I like your capo minor progressions almost diminished. It's kind of cool.
That's what he says. When I bring a
Isn't
song,
it?
Great.
It's
It
almost
gives me
diminished.
so much freedom. I can do almost.
yeah, when I bring a song to Charlie, he goes, "Oh man, that's so cool," and that GCD stuff, you know.
It kind of breaks the rules. You're breaking the rules because
A little bit.
You
But
know,
I'll be honest. He's the musician. You know, come on, man.
I like it.
Let me talk. I'm a caveman. I'm really primitive, and what I do, I go. He goes, "Hey man, that's a D diminished form." So you know, he's the man who does all the translations and gets it all arranged and everything.
I was watching the
He's the man.
watching your hands, and I liked what I heard because of what it does. And with the capo, it's very interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, because it's almost in different octaves, but it's not. It's very cool. I like it.
I've missed you so.
I just love an insightful musician.
Well, you know, and that's it. You know, the most I try to do is say, okay, you kind of sound like this period and this artist, you know. And sometimes I stick my foot in my mouth, but especially with the younger, you know, musicians. You know, we've been around
Yes.
for a long time enough since metal might have been defined.
Right.
Sure.
You know, and
Totally.
so now all of a sudden there's these little stratifications, and
Yes.
if you don't pick that right stratification, you're in trouble.
Right. It's
But-
just different.
You know, yeah. But this is just the great part about it. Is
It
that
is.
there's more to talk about. Now, Chuck, what year is that telly?
It's a 73. I've had it since 78,
Yeah?
and it's really the most precious material object that I
Tell him how many times you pawned
I
it.
Oh
understand.
no. The life
Well,
of
I've
a
pawned it
musician.
35
I
times.
understand
Oh,
it so
But
much.
I'd have a gig that night, you know, and I'd get there at the pawn shop at like 5 minutes till 5 or something. Literally, like, stick my foot in the door, hold up. I always got it back. I would always get it back.
Something about the love of your life, the one special guitar, you know.
Yeah, it just feels so good to me, and
Yeah.
it's a fit.
But
Mine is-
not everybody can play it though.
It's like a lost dog or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My husband makes fun of me because I leave the guitar in my room at night. And okay, really the reason why I do that is because if the house catches on fire, I got my guitar.
I think B.B. King had a story about Lucille. He ran out of a house that was on fire.
Yeah.
He had to go back in and get it.
Always good to have that exit strategy, right?
Yeah. I thought it over on my guitar first, man. Then the dog, then me.
The dog will follow you.
The dog will follow me. He does.
Yeah.
Yes. My little Ricky Bobby. I love my little puppy.
I remember when the first year I met him, back in '99, I believe, and he was playing in 2 different bands, and he was trying to start one with me. It didn't work out at that time, but you know, it finally followed through. But we had a friend, a sound man who's down in Louisiana now. We were all partying and everything. And Charlie had his guitar out, and he was just playing the acoustic, and so Pat looks over and goes, "Play that telly!" And he goes, Chuck just turns to him, he says, "Hey man, it just makes music." All right. I know you don't remember
Probably not.
So we have company.
I know, we're official now. We have the photographer / publicist.
Hi.
Hello, say hello to everybody.
Hi.
This is a participation
Yeah.
show.
Well, she does all those great shots on Facebook that you see.
Oh, that's great.
She
I
makes me look better
complimented
looking than I am.
those shots, you know. Yeah, you know, and you missed a story about the the genesis of the Facebook group page that we have, and I needed a place because everyone was looking at my Facebook page going, we're really tired of seeing all your concert shots. So I said, okay, we're going to make a new page.
Okay.
But
I think that's cool.
we mentioned too that that page is the Southern Colorado Musicians and Artists Cooperative, and please, the artist does mean art. Feel free to share your images. Yeah, no, we have a lot of photographers that do, so
Yeah,
we
and
encourage that.
Yeah, I love that kind of thing too, especially when you get to see them on the page, because then you know that at least 5,000 other people are looking at it.
Or more, yeah.
You know?
The
That's
fact
kinda cool.
is, you know, this is basically festival season. You know, it's kind of winding down, but there's been a lot of great music all over. You know, and I always get to do the Greeley Blues Jam, thanks to Alan Poundbricker, and Blues from the Top in Winter Park, thanks to John Catt and the Grant County Blues Society. And we just had Blues Under the Bridge.
Yep. Yeah.
But we look at time as like there's either way too much to do or there's not much to do at all, and you're wondering what there is to do.
Exactly.
But so I guess this is a pertinent thing. You know, we don't really try to advertise or talk about too many shows here in town, because this is kind of a global thing, and people are going, well, I sure wish we could go, but
Sure.
I don't know, we should probably start thinking about maybe a calendar.
Oh, that would be cool.
You
That
know,
would be a good
and that's
idea.
it. This is a science project
Yeah,
that's working.
it
So
is actually. We're learning as we
defining it
go.
as we go. So, but we do have to bring up, you know, we do have we have a sponsor that we just
Yes.
can't talk enough about. It's a
Well,
local.
as Bob Dylan says, you gotta serve somebody.
Oh
Well,
man,
yeah.
my husband would love that.
Absolutely, but Sunshine Studios
Yes.
Live in Security is having a party
Big
Friday
one.
night,
Right on.
and it is
I'm going.
it's trapped and tantric.
Yes.
Two
Medals.
metal bands. Of course, tantric is
Scott Wilson.
Scott Wilson, who has just been defined and awarded, I don't know what the accolade to appropriately say it is,
I don't
but
either.
he was listed as one of the top 10 bass players in rock.
That's so cool.
So
And he's here.
and he's just a great guy.
Yeah.
You know, just
Nice.
someone you can walk up to and say, "How's it going, man?" And
He is.
not
He's
even talk
genuine.
about your music.
Just
you
a
know?
regular Joe.
He is.
Well, he's the the engineer and the recording engineer of the Sunshine Studios proper.
Right.
So, but yeah, that is well, you know, we've got some local bands, and the Endless Line. I'm kind of like I'm curious to see what the Endless Line is, because I understand Tony might have left, right? Tony Birch.
Yes, he did.
I don't know.
You've been gone. I know.
I know. I've just been out of it doing so many other things that I'm not in
But
touch
see,
right
this
now.
is how we catch up. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Endless Line is
The
a.
Endless Line is a metal band
Yeah.
that really has some good stuff. You can hear them on the show
well,
6 to
certainly
midnight,
Yeah.
Monday through Friday, and then He Kill 3.
Whoop, whoop.
They just came back from a tour,
Yeah.
and
I'm going to be playing with them
yeah,
on September 3rd at
Yeah.
Rocks
yeah.
with Region 5 and
The newly acquired Rocks conglomerate.
yes, with Banderas.
But yeah, so Endless Line, He Kill 3, the Randy Bennett Project, who I have not heard, Trapped, and then Tantric.
Right.
And it's going to be outside in the back, on the back porch. Back porch. I like that term.
Have you done that yet with
Yeah.
the new, what he's got going on?
No.
I haven't either.
No, there hasn't been an outdoor show. Well, we didn't get to go to Gut Fest, did
No,
we?
no, we didn't.
But yeah, we look for, you know, we've had some difficulties on our
Sure.
public appearances, but you know, Tony and Christina and Scott have just been great for
Yeah.
us, and you can see our logo on the projectors on the stage.
Yes.
Thank you so much, and so we mention them as much as we can.
Yeah, I really love Tony. I think he's a wonderful guy.
Yeah, and then that same night, Friday night, another big deal at Stargazers is the Quartet of Jazz Death, who I
Yeah,
told
we
you
like
was
them.
in the studio
Cool.
here, and with just 4 of them, completely filled the room with their equipment and pedal boards.
They made sounds that were amazing.
Just amazing jazz fusion, bringing back the jazz fusion.
Yes, and I like the
And-
fusion.
Yeah, opening the show is Kim Stone as a duet with Andre, who is a
Right on.
amazing trumpet player,
Kim
kind of like Miles
Yeah.
Davis stuff.
Oh, bass player.
Kim Stone is a monster, and Colin Truesdell is a
Monster. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I have so much mad respect for that guy.
I know, it's like,
I'm
man, it's both on the same night. How can we do this?
I know, we gotta split it up. Can't hang out together
Yeah,
this
I
time.
know. But of course, you know, everybody that we know that plays music is going to be playing Friday and Saturday night.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
So there's too many to mention.
Yep.
Yep. But so where are you going to be?
Who, me?
Yeah. Friday or Saturday?
Baby, I don't know where I am right now.
He doesn't usually know if it's Friday or Saturday.
I don't know dates and times.
Yeah. I don't wear a watch either, so
He lives in Guffey, remember? He doesn't
They
have
call
to
it
know.
goofy up in
You
certain
don't
parts
have
of
to know.
Oh, that's funny.
Or he goes to Guffey, right?
Yeah, well, have you ever been to Guffey?
I have, and I like it. But I like Lake George. I really do. A friend of mine used to bartend at that one little bar down there at Lake George. And
Oh, it's not there anymore, though.
no, it's been years ago.
It's been
and-
years ago, yeah.
Yeah, I used to just go down there and have way too much fun on the weekend.
Boy, I'll tell you what, it was happening. Then the cops started hanging out at the post
Right.
office just down the road and
Yeah.
just snagging people left and right.
Yeah, the 80s and the early 90s was fun for me, for Lake George. I had a good time out there.
So kids, the best secret from this conversation is that it's much cooler in the hills.
Yes. It is fun, and the people are fun.
Temperature-wise too, really.
Well, yeah, and the people are fun and they're laid back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
and that's a
safer,
good
it's
thing
safer,
because
I
there's
think.
a little too much uptight action around here.
You know?
Well, yeah. It starts with traffic lights. Once you get a traffic light, it's all over.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, and this is really the purpose of this show too, being a global internet show, is we do like to show off the region and say what's, you know, we want to identify landmarks in case anyone happens to come here being a
Right.
tourist and wondering what to do. Music-wise, you know, God, we got that covered. And that's why we want to open up to, you know, any artist in any area in Southern Colorado is more than welcome to schedule a show.
Right, right. And also, you know, they can always, all the musicians from Colorado are being basically displayed from us, you know, with the station. And that's the thing that I think is important for people to understand. When you send in your music, we will play it.
Well, and the thing is too, we expanded. We just had a morning show, 3 hours in the morning, Monday through Friday, and we've gotten such a big response because really nobody of commercial station status can devote 35 hours
Right.
to local unsigned music, and we can.
Yes, and it's
So,
happening.
you know, and that's it. This is a call for more music. You know, everyone's welcome to send their music through that email link, and we'll play it.
Right, and it doesn't have to be Colorado Springs. It's Colorado.
Yeah, it's Colorado, and that's the joy is that, you know, we cover like the International Blues Channel and stuff that's going on. And
Yeah.
in fact, Sunday, the Mile High Blues Society Finals at Ziggy's is happening. And I know my friends Glenn Tapia and Jimmy Ayers, and they're in a band competing fiercely for the opportunity to go to Memphis.
Fabulous.
And I think the other finalist is Deborah Stafford and her new band. But yeah, there's some great music and 2 blues societies in Denver
Yeah.
that, you know,
Big deal. They're a
Colorado
big
sends a
deal.
lot of people to those
Yeah.
International Blues Challenge events in Memphis.
Wow.
And so you guys, you know, a solo duo category would be a perfect opportunity for you guys to get involved too.
I think he's right because you guys are different. You guys have a good sound. And
You think so, huh?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I like your thought.
I mean,
and your
there's
writing.
a lot of
Okay.
solo duo entrants in both the Colorado Blues Society and the Mile High Blues Society that play your style of music, from traditional
Yeah.
depression blues all the way through
Sure.
every.
Well, they try to put us in the category of Americana. What do you think about that?
like it.
I don't. I don't think that's an issue for the IBC.
Right.
You know, because it's judged on, you know, a gradient of certain elements, you know, and the elements are originality, blues content, stage presence.
He's a judge.
He is. I've been lucky enough to be, you know, thank you, Kyle. You're my good friend for helping me out with that, because we've gotten a lot of bands to come down from the north to the show to perform and interview, and
You guys fit right in.
couldn't be happier. Yeah, no, really, there's room for everybody. Really, let the people decide.
And you always seem to focus on the positive too, don't you?
Well,
Why not?
Why not? I mean, everybody else. That's everyone else's job.
Do
isn't
you
it?
know we are in election season, right?
Oh, we can't talk about that. I'll just get plumb menopausal.
You know, forget
No comment.
forget election. You know, season, whatever. I'm king for life right here.
There you
I'm just
go.
saying, election season generally is a cynical season. You know,
Well, I just
Well,
am gonna vote
it's
no,
nice to see.
and there you have it. I'm just gonna write no in both of the boxes.
But you know,
Believe
really,
me, no choice is a choice, right?
Yeah, but not to diminish the sanctity of the democracy.
Right.
Really,
Just
we
kidding.
encourage
Yes,
everyone to
exactly.
participate, but keep the craziness to a minimum.
Oh
you know?
man.
This is our future that we're determining.
It really is.
Not a popularity contest.
Right.
So that's enough political
Yeah, because
discussion
it's
for the
scary, because
evening.
I could really go blah blah blah. Pagok, pagok.
You know,
You're cracking me up.
she hasn't been on for 3 weeks.
She's got a lot of catching up to do.
But you know, gosh, I thought, see, you broke it up. I thought you were going to go right down the list of songs on the CD, but that last song was "God Will Raise the Rent."
I
That's
liked
right.
it.
Yeah, it's one of our favorite ones that Charlie's very fond of.
So okay, you know, everyone heard that. What's the significance of that statement?
Well, you know the old stereotype or the old cliche, kicking the bucket, right?
Yeah.
It's just an upgrade. It's like
Okay.
God's going to raise the rent, you know. And don't get too comfortable in your place in life. 'cause
Oh man, you know,
That's very true.
that's a good perspective.
Kind of
you
profound.
know, because
Yeah.
really, and really, we try to even keep that talk to a minimum, because this is a music show,
Right.
and everyone's entitled to their opinion and their beliefs. But
Well,
We like it when
Mark,
people
I
have
think
to
it's
think.
pretty
We
universal.
do.
I mean, one of these days we're going to have to move out.
you're right.
You're
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And when you
I
give
think
the-
the Buddhists is, you know, Islam, Christians, and Hindus, they can all get on board with that. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, sure.
So,
Sure.
Yeah, well, you know, and I've been lucky enough to travel around to a lot of different places, and you know, we're the craziest right now. I think.
I think you're right.
No, really. I mean, we get way too engrossed in stuff and
Yes.
forget about what you know.
The bottom line is.
What it's really like to be free.
Sure.
We're restricting ourselves so bad.
We really are. I like the intellect in that
Let's do the
thought.
rainbow song.
That's pretty good.
We should probably do Jesus off the cross too.
Thanks for the message, Kim. You're the doll.
Rainbow.
Think we should do another song?
Well, you can do another song, but
Well, I can't
I'd
'cause I don't
rather
have my
hear
guitar.
George. Yeah.
you can play mine.
You want to play bass on the acoustic?
Would you like to play? Would you like to play a song and let him play lead to it?
You guys, it's your show.
All right, on.
You know, it really takes a lot to make her speechless.
Well, it really does. That's funny. That's very true. I thought about it. I was like, oh, I wanna, but no, it'll be all right. Go ahead. It's your show.
That's right, though. This is the first time that someone's invited
I
any of us to
know.
do something.
We want to.
We will before we're done.
Would you play some of that little stuff you were playing, that really music, melodic and all this little poem? You want to go into
In the rainbow?
You want to go into Rainbow?
Or which one?
I was going to go into Twisted Roof.
Yeah, okay.
Give you something a little eerie. She's a beautiful, twisted beauty. A painting not for sale. A priceless work of art no one knows exists. She hangs in the balance where love has made its rounds. I mind her every moment till I throw the sickness out. Well, his deadbeat heart keeps rhythm with his soul. Every corner he mocks a singing smile. To hang, to bleed, perverse in nature. Twisted rope and one straight razor. Now he's had his share of dubious laughter, with filling his characters shady bent, coiled, caressed by the ghostly savior, twisted rope and one straight razor. Oh, he's howling at the bonfire, he's stoking up the moon. He celebrates Halloween every day at noon. They say he's just a fool, enamored with danger. Twisted rope and one straight razor. Twisted rope and one straight razor. Now he got his groove, sleeping on his sleeve. He's got the move, no con man can see. No monster can master exquisite behavior. Twisted rope and one straight razor. Twisted rope and one straight razor. He's howling at the bonfire, he's stoking up the moon. He celebrates Halloween every day at noon. Tomorrow's not promised, he says come over a little later. Twisted rope and one straight razor. Twisted rope and one straight razor.
That was totally interesting. It really was.
That's something that's interesting.
Okay, so you should talk to me about that song.
Well, let me ask you, what do you think it's about?
I have absolutely no idea. I had a couple of thoughts on it. I thought, okay, and bear with me that you asked, so I'll tell
It's
you.
all open, you know.
Okay, yeah. One thought was prison. One thought was dope. One thought was, there was a few thoughts. I don't know. That's what I thought.
It's about a person who's a killer,
Uh-huh.
and he kills people with twisted rope and a straight razor.
Yeah.
And prison is a very good, because that's probably where he ends up. He ends
Right.
up dead.
Well, that's why I went to that thought with prison. I was like, twisted rope and a straight razor. Well, that puts you in prison right there. And, you know, and then the twisted rope and a straight razor can also do other things to you too. So
Well,
it's
absolutely, yeah. No, it's just another character sketch. Really, it's a story about a
Intense.
person who's demented, you know,
Yeah.
and we know we have them around.
Sure. Sure.
And you know, I'm not certainly making light of it. I know
No, not at all.
you know, those kinds of things are very, very serious and you know, very grave. And but you know, sometimes when you, I think I can't say it better than maybe Sting, and that's one of Charlie's favorite artists.
I like
Police.
Sting too.
Yeah, he did something off, was it Synchronicity, called Murder by Numbers?
I'm not positive, but
Yeah.
I know that song.
Yeah, well, he got a letter from my mother of you know, whose kid really loved the song, and basically he just said, hey, you know, these are just, you know, art is supposed to transcend morality.
Sure.
You know, and you tell a story. It's like a movie. I mean, Quentin Tarantino. I mean, his violence and
That's what it
everything
made
is
me
supposed
think
to-
of too.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. It could be, you know, very much into a Quentin
A song for a
Tarantino theme. You know?
Tarantino movie, yeah.
But he doesn't, you know, he doesn't advocate violence. I've seen him. He's had to get on there and get really nasty with people, saying, "Look, you know, I just do
It's
movies."
art. It's
You
just
know,
art.
yeah, and you know, like I said, I'm not advocating any of the themes that I sing about. It's just.
Well, I find
just
it
a character.
interesting. I don't think there's anything wrong with it at all.
Yeah.
Somebody got to do it.
Well, but you know, and
Somebody's
that
got
was
to-
my, this is my observation about that, is that, okay, once again, in comparative senses, there's not a lot of people that really craft witty, pertinent, thought-provoking songs anymore. I mean,
I
what
don't-
can you think of, like, okay, like a Tom Waits or like?
That's
uh,
why I
get
like it.
compared to him a lot. Yeah, and Joe Cocker.
The
yeah.
intellect
Okay.
is. I like the intellect in it. It's good.
Yeah.
Well, but that's part of the package, man.
It's good stuff. I like
It's part
it.
of the
I know.
package.
Well, I mean, now that you've done 4 songs, I mean, yeah, what you're putting,
The
you're
music supports
transferring
it.
these visions, and we're going, wow, these are powerful.
Yeah, because the music supports it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? The way you are playing, you're kind of like an emotional player, if that makes any sense
He
at all.
is very emotional.
Yes,
yeah.
and well, in the way that it's played, it supports what you're
Right.
trying to put out. I thought it did great.
Right.
Yeah, it's very good, sort of thematic. You know, it's
Mm-hmm.
what he does is it's very emotive. I think it really draws out a lot of people. I mean, people are always trying to steal it away from me. You know. So.
Well, yeah, because he's not just doing his scales; he's playing emotion, and that's hard to do when you're doing your sweeps and you're doing your scales and all that, and you're trying to find the feel,
Right.
and from your heart and your soul instead of just going through the.
Right, and just looking
You
for
know.
that sweet spot. you
Yeah.
know.
Yep. that's
If I
good.
give him a lot of leeway, he's very happy. You know, but if he's too structured, he's not happy.
I don't think anybody would. Well, most people aren't anyway.
Well, there are people who like structure,
Well,
right?
Mhm.
Joe,
I like
yeah.
structure,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I mean, I don't like to be micromanaged. That makes me suffocate. That's when I run. I'm like, oh, gotta go back.
Well, it's almost like you said, an oxymoron with musicians. You know, they don't like too much strident. You know, I mean, you're there to be free, but ironically speaking, you're never free.
Never, ever.
Because when you're up on the stage, your rear end is on the line every moment. You know, and we mess up all the time. In fact, I messed up the song earlier, but. You know, we just keep playing, and you know, and just sort of say, "Oh, well."
Just go with the flow.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, right.
and I tell people all the time when they say that here, and I go, you know what? Nobody even noticed, did they?
Exactly.
Yeah, and I just made a reference to it, so I did. I messed it up.
But I mean, that's the fun part about it is, you know, John McLaughlin, my favorite guitar guy of all time,
This is
ever,
awesome,
ever, says there's never a wrong note.
No.
Well, that's the easy way out.
In original music.
In original music, there isn't. That's right. You know, and you know that song is not recorded yet. We're still doing some flourishes on it, right?
Oh man, so that was an extra special treat. Just
Yeah,
for
it
us.
is. We're trying to give you something a little bit more than just on the CD. I mean,
Wonderful.
You know, and this is what I appreciated. The fact is that, you know, it's our desire to bring you on and have your music carried forth. And so, you know, Roger Pennington said it best. He goes, wow, after being on the show, you know, and I don't know what happens after the show, but he goes, are so many opportunities, whatever contacts, I don't know, Roger will have to say, but he goes, this opened up a lot of stuff. And I go, wow.
right.
That's
I've had a few people-
amazing.
Oh, he was very excited.
That was amazing. I'm so proud of that, you know.
I am too, actually.
But it's you guys.
Wait,
I mean,
it's you, man. You're the man. You're showcasing us.
so,
and,
but really, do you guys? Okay, so you play bars, coffee shops, wherever you.
we don't play coffee shops anymore.
Anymore?
Not after Boulder.
I wanted to make that perfectly clear.
Yes, please. Yeah, we can't do a coffee shop anymore, but
But I'm sure there's places around here that would love to
Oh,
have
yeah.
you guys. There's a lot of, okay, like Swirl Wine Bar.
Yeah.
There's
up in
another-
Manitou, the swirl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another place that we love, Dreamcatchers.
Mm.
There's
on,
plenty of places I
Weber
can think
and,
of.
Weber in Colorado.
Yeah. all the smoke
Wasatch in
ones,
Colorado.
the smoke.
But yeah,
places
some
that have
some
the
galleries that
entertainment.
are open for music, like on First Fridays.
Sure.
That's coming up, isn't it? First
Yes,
Friday.
and there's plenty of places. You guys are really good. I
Yeah.
mean,
But
yeah.
too, what I guess the original point I was getting towards is there's a big thing now. I heard more people talk about this, and it's a good thing because I didn't know that it was really that prevalent. And I guess it's more so in Denver than here. But so people are doing singer-songwriter series.
Mm-hmm.
Like an afternoon seminar with a bunch of singer-songwriters.
Cool.
Doing kind of what we do, only. I say we're like a cross between storytellers and Bob and Tom.
Right.
Right.
Because we
You
have
know.
fun.
Yeah, we have fun.
Yeah.
We have some humor, but actually, at that, Nick Clark and Andy Sado said they do those. I know AJ Fullerton just did one.
I don't know about that. Will you explain it to me?
Well, it's a singer-songwriter forum where you get a bunch of performers together in a not a concert atmosphere, I guess, but more like a kind of a discussion seminar kind of event where they do just what we're doing here. They play a song, then they talk about
Oh, that's
how
kinda
it was
cool.
crafted, why it was crafted, to really inform people of the soul of their music,
That's
Right.
kind of cool.
and I guess, it's necessary because, like we already said, man, some people just don't listen as deep as,
Mhm.
Well, in all fairness, people probably need a 2 or maybe a 3rd listen or something like that, or really for it to resonate.
Mhm.
There's songs that I initially, when I first heard Tom Waits back early on, a long time ago, I didn't like him.
Yeah, I didn't either.
But I started listening to him, and I started to recall this story when Charlie and I first started playing together in the Freshwater Saloon in Guffey. There was a guy, and I'm sure he wouldn't mind me using his name, and Rose and Dennis Peters, they show up, and I said, we became good friends, and then, I said, well, when did you first listen to me? And he goes, George, I'll tell you what. He goes, when I first saw you, I said, who is this effing freak? So he hated me,
Oh, man.
and then he says, then I started listening to what you were saying, and he says, yeah. He started kind of getting into it. So, I kind of like, that's where I want people to be. I don't want people to say, oh, you're just awesome. I'm gonna give me a second, run through with the
Right.
and just really, decide, make a real informed judgment on your aesthetic senses if you really like it or not. So many people out there make judgments just right off the bat.
Oh, for the first impression thing, I just hate that. I want to.
I fail those every time.
I said it.
I'm a little bad with the first impression.
I'm always,
I
I'm
never
bad.
make a good first impression.
Yeah, I always think that I do terrible first impressions, and
Yeah.
who knows?
But unfortunately, the first impression is a lasting impression.
It is.
I know.
And
It
I
is.
guess that's what creates prejudice. I don't know.
And sometimes you can never convince somebody another way.
Yep.
True.
Yep.
Yeah.
But they don't want to be convinced, or their
Yeah.
mind is solidly
Yeah. Well,
locked.
there's
so.
too many more people that want to listen.
Yeah.
Man, that's great.
Yeah.
That's
So
great.
I have a question.
What you got?
Well, your name, even though it's not on the album, it's on your page. Stompin George Eldon.
Mhm.
I haven't heard any stomping.
Yeah, I was anticipating that question. See, back in the early days, I did a lot of stomping, and back at the Freshwater Saloon where they have planks for floor.
Oh, yeah.
And it's you hear this, and actually it's a lot more better than the stomp box I'm stomping on right now. But the planks would almost come up.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like it would just, and just people just loved it.
Yeah.
Fine.
So Suzanne Hodges, who owned the bar at the time, I think it's gone through 3 or 4 owners in the last 10, 15 years, something like that. Anyway, she started calling me Stompin' George, and the thing is, the leg doesn't keep really good time.
It's demonstrated.
I can still walk on it, but I can't stomp on it.
Try boot
Oh,
heel or
man.
something.
You try to do some stomping? Okay.
Yeah,
Let's see what it is.
you can do it just
You
once,
can do it
right?
one time.
Yeah.
And you might not need too much in this here.
Turn the tremolo down.
Or just river, or just
Okay.
turn it off. No, that's good right there.
All right. Yeah, I'd like to have some. pretty rustic, isn't it?
Well, you know,
I like
it's just a happy song, man.
Yeah,
It's a happy song.
it's got an upbeat to it.
Yeah.
Happy joy.
Well, you know, and that's we seem to have kind of trends. You know, last week we had a couple of we had a couple of acts split the 2-hour show. Kevin Kuonen came in and did a solo acoustic set for an hour, and then our friends Xanthi Alexis and Abriel Peralta did the second hour. We did that because Kevin's been on the show like 3 times now, and
Right.
was agreeable to letting Xanthi come in and do some stuff after a little mini tour that she had in New Mexico, and it was an opportunity to showcase some of the work that they did. And you know, it was just a great acoustic time. Today, this is a great show, man.
Yeah.
I'm just loving your music, George.
Well, thank you, Mark. It's
Yeah.
very kind of you.
You know, and then next Wednesday, we're gonna have this youth band called Open Space.
Yeah, that ought to be fun too.
Yeah, and then the week after that is a country rock band called Something Like Yesterday from here.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I like
yeah.
that title, yeah.
Uh-huh.
The name of a
Then
band.
the week after that, since we have 5 weeks in August.
Yeah.
Yeah, White Bison is August 24th.
I like White Bison.
Yeah, Ted Johnson.
Ted Johnson with White Bison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's see, the last show of I don't have my calendar open, and I'm going.
You got a good memory.
Yeah,
You're
I
doing
know.
good so far.
But it didn't work this time. So that's the perfect cue for everyone to subscribe to the calendar on the Facebook page.
Yes.
So I don't have to say it all the time.
You do a good job.
And mix it up and mess it up, and you can subscribe. We got like 23 subscribers already, which
Yep.
just cracks me up too. Thank you so much.
I'm a fan.
You know, you just love the effect that the music of Southern Colorado has on people.
Yes, yes, and you know, I've listened to the station, and I have to tell you that the music is so good that to me, you don't know that you're listening to people that aren't out there. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. You would think that it's comparable to anything that people are out there buying. You know what I'm saying? And
I
it's
understand what you're
just very
saying.
good.
Yeah.
It's very, very good. I like
Yeah,
it.
a lot of it is not going through filters or highly produced stuff, which is not what we're aiming for,
Yeah.
obviously.
Right.
I mean, I'm more of a storyteller than musician singer, but
I like
with
that.
whatever venue we try to, we can make it in. We're always open. We play with other people, hard players, bass player.
It's always good to be different, though. Your voice is different, and it brings it attracts. It's always good to be different. I think it is. I really do.
Yeah.
When you're just like everybody else, it just gets tiring and boring.
Well, and that's what I mean. The variety of our acts on this
Right.
81 show series has been just amazing.
It's outstanding.
And so Ed did refresh my memory. The band of the last Wednesday of the month is some old friends of mine from a year or so ago who played the Overlook, the 707 Blues Band.
Okay.
And yeah, they're good.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to that show. Excuse me. So, how about doing another song? Because I'm going to pull a trick here. I'm going to do a
love
live
it.
Facebook feed of your next song.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's fun
How
like
about
that.
Rainbow or Jesus.
Can you tell people how to get to that? Where do they do?
Well, this is going to be on the Beat Goes On Global Internet Radio Show Facebook page.
Thank you.
And it should, because it's on our timelines, it should be live
Live right now.
right now. So
Right.
I'm going to hit it. And 3, 2, 1. So
There you
we're on the
go.
live feed.
She was just 16 when he turned 21. She was a little tease.
you know, we're at a point in the show where we've talked a lot. We got to know you a little bit, George. But you know what? We got some people watching here live on this feed.
Wow.
Hey, how about just doing a couple more? Just
You do a couple more?
We'll leave this open
Yeah,
and just
okay.
go and do a
Sure,
couple more.
sure.
And yeah, I'm not sure we're like I say, probably trailing towards the last half hour of the show. But
Okay.
yeah.
Goes by way too fast, by the way.
It always does.
It does, man.
Did you use something?
A little bit, let's do salty.
I ain't no man.
so funny.
So George, how does everyone get a copy of the CD?
Well, it's on CD Baby. It's
Got
on
some in my car.
iTunes, and you can download it that way. And if you want, just write me and I'll send you one.
That's cool, man. What a great
Just go
offer.
to
Yeah.
Facebook, Stompin George, and if you really want a CD and you don't want one downloaded, I'll send you one.
Well, since we got two, we're gonna load the load course one. We can't
That's
load
all right.
them both.
No.
You're good people.
Well, you know what we're gonna do is that we've been collecting a lot of CDs.
Yep.
And you know, I mentioned on the event that you know, to get a CD from the local collection we've been accumulating, all you got to do is go to the Beat Goes On Global Internet show on Facebook and like the page and tell us that you like the page and you would love a CD of our choice. And it's that easy too.
Yep.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we hope we've attracted a new group of listeners,
Yeah.
and
That's,
especially since George's CD is going to be in rotation.
Right
that's
on.
good music.
Thank you for liking it. I think
I want one.
you want one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get you one.
Okay.
Have some only for you, Lisa.
Thank you.
I was laughing. Yeah, she's like, "Wow, Lisa took our extra copy right
I was
away."
like, I want one.
Like I said, you know, when you buy a CD, I used to when I was a kid. When it was tapes, showing my age, but there was always the one song you bought it for, and you didn't listen to
Yeah.
any other songs.
I hated that.
But I think there's a few on there that people would like, and I can't guarantee you're gonna like, you know, any of it, to be honest with you. But you know, what we've gotten so far, the feedback has been very positive. You know?
Yeah, the storytelling is good.
Well,
And that's a big part of it. Like I said, we try to
Really good.
accent heavily on that.
And you're phenomenal.
And
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
this is
I love
the
the
here.
fills and which
Yeah, I like the way you got your hands.
And what I've been trying to do is, if we ever get to making some money, I want to get a rhythm player. I know he hates this, but and get a rhythm player and let me just sort of stand out with the microphone. Yeah. I'm not going to let you off that
You were
easy.
saying, you know, you like the way he plays with the weird chords and
I
all.
do.
We can't get somebody else to emulate that.
No, probably not.
You can get 'em
Probably
out there
not, because
somewhere.
you're falling right in time with it, and it's cool. It's different. I like different. That's
Oh, absolutely.
You
Yeah.
I do.
Well, I figured
We-
let him off the leash once in a while, and he can run around.
Not too far,
jump
though.
around. Not too far.
Yeah, you always tell me, he starts shaking his head. Oh, no. I ain't going to let you off that easy.
And we're not gonna let you off that easy too, man. It's like, how about some more, man? This is good stuff.
All right.
Saltine Cracker was the last one from the CD.
I want to hear that one.
Well, if they're taking requests.
Do that.
I want a request. Can I make a request?
Yeah.
Just because it's killing me. I want to hear
The last song?
talk some more shit.
Okay.
And that is
About my old
just
man, yeah.
that's just a carryover from Irish slang.
There you go. Sorry, excuse me. Just said poo poo.
We're all adults here. man.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Ready?
Now my old man would take a cigarette. I'm just packing and he slowly bring it to his lips. Sit around all day with the old Marty Hayes. And he sit around talk some more shit. Daddy was the king of the jack of all trades, but a master of none. Spent 20 years in the army as a soldier, but you should have seen the clubs for the
Yes.
some good home wrecking music right
Oh
there.
man, it came to me. I know who you remind me of. It's never good to do that, but I mean, I've been trying to figure it out. And you kind of remind me of really early Ted Nugent.
I've heard Alice Cooper.
He does. He does. Really early
Yeah.
Ted Nugent.
Maybe is it the guitar? Yeah, 'cause-
It's you. Yeah, it's and the guitar, but yeah, he was doing music like that, and you just remind me of him. You do.
God, this
Yeah. Very early Ted Nugent. Yeah. Before Cat Scratch Fever and all that stuff. Yeah, Ted Nugent.
Before the good stuff.
Well, no, actually, he was always good.
Yeah.
Nugent's one of my favorites.
Well, that's where he got
Just cut the live feed off. No?
Is he still making music, Ted?
I don't know.
You
He's
know,
doing a
he's
lot of
making
good
something.
Yeah,
I don't know about
it's
that.
naughty back there. in
He's
the
making a
control
lot of
room.
a lot of noise, I guess. Not musically.
Well,
But,
we're all capable of making noise.
Yes.
Yeah. But let's see. Oh, yeah. You know what? We're cruising right along. You know, when I mentioned Xanthi from last week, I failed to mention the fact that every Wednesday I go to Manitou Wellness Center and get my healing treatments done, and I have to recommend them to everybody. That Manitou Wellness Center has a couple of really amazing holistic healers, and they have just done wonders on my conditions for a
Yes.
couple of years. So we're encouraging everyone to go check them out. They have a Facebook page, Manitou Wellness Center, and you'll definitely feel better.
Can I say something really quick?
Well, you can say anything you want.
Because it's just I'm
Except
raising
about
my
Ted
hand. It has
Nugent.
nothing. It has nothing to do with anything that we're talking
So
about at all.
now we're flashing back into the Welcome Back Cotter rerun.
Yes, Mr. Connor, Mr. Connor. No, I would like to say I love you, honey. I know my husband's listening, and I love
Hi.
your husband. You made me think of him with the Xanthi thing.
Well, you know what? Yeah,
He's been going through a hard time, and I just wanted to give a shout out to him. I love
I
it.
definitely think that it would definitely be worth a trip.
Yep, I think we'll do it.
And we're thinking about you, Chuck.
Yep,
and
I love
feeling
you,
good.
sweetheart.
Right on, Chuck.
Yep.
So, okay. Since you're asking for requests,
Okay.
which one haven't they done?
Which one haven't they done?
Let me see. What
They
color
have
eyes
not
do you
done
have?
Stoned Brown Girl.
That's what I was gonna say. What color? I have never looked in your eyes.
I was gonna say, I don't know. I see a vague similarity there. No.
Okay. Get some brown.
I'm sorry. I'm just off the hook tonight. I haven't been here for a while.
Stompin George Eldon.
She smiles just right. Her eyes likes the stones, but she don't like me. She knows just how to roll a snake. She knows just how to take a hit. She's a stone brown girl. She's a stone brown.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
I liked the vocal change. It was good. It suited it. It was nice. I liked it. Pretty good.
This has been, you know, so far everything it's just been, just,
Surprisingly.
I like it. I like it a lot. And so once again, I'm going to ask, you know, anybody else from Guffey or the surrounding area that wants to come down and do a show,
Oh, absolutely.
send me an email and
Get this on.
Let's Hannah with them.
yeah, and you know, what's the deal, man? You're talking on her messenger page.
Yeah, and she's probably listening to you right now, going, mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, I see what it means. That's what I do.
Yeah. Well, you know, my Facebook page was on her Facebook page for a long time.
Yeah.
And when I would post stuff, and I was posting under her name.
Oh.
And sometimes it got me in a little hot water. Not that I was doing anything wrong, it was just that I was just being me. And she says, all right, you know, I want you to have your own separate Facebook page. so we
I've
haven't
heard
probably
that
got the
before.
messenger thing set up, but I'm sure we will.
Well,
Won't we listen?
you know, it's always fun to joke about this stuff. But,
It is.
you know, that's just the kind of little things that you pick up on. You're going, who am I talking to?
Exactly. You can tell if you're talking to a male
Well,
or
I don't
female.
know. Well, you know,
Well, I don't look at her messages when I see Alyssa. I don't, you know,
yeah.
open it up.
No, we're not.
But
It's not
the
a
thing is,
privacy
it's more of a
issue.
party.
No, not at all. It's,
It's
just you can tell.
another joke.
Yeah, it is. Because I've had plenty of those times where I'm like, hey, wait. I'm not
Yeah.
talking to who I think
I
I'm
know
talking
that cracks
to.
me up. People go, my Facebook page has been hijacked. Don't, you know, disregard
Yeah,
any of
unfortunately
those
it
silly
happens.
messages
I've
I
seen
might have put on.
Oh, I might have put on. That's funny. Like, and you
I
just
know.
might have told on yourself.
Yeah. yeah. So, anything else you want to refresh us on, Lisa, since you haven't been around for a while?
Well, let's see. I've got some kids waiting in line to be recipients, which I'm very excited about. For some free music lessons through Mountain Kids Music, and possibly some instruments for them as well. And I'm very, very excited about that. A place called Springs Mobile Home Park. I was walking through there the other day after the rain
Oh, man.
that happened, and there's all these kids, you know, on their bikes just standing around. I was like, hey, you guys come over here and talk to me for a minute, you know, and started talking to them and telling them about it. And then pretty soon I got a couple of knocks on my door and a couple of phone calls and some people interested, and I'm very happy about that. I'm very, very happy about that. I don't know, there's been a million things going on in life.
Oh, yeah.
Right now I'm learning a lot of things and getting back to the basic home idea. It's not really a secret what's going on in my home right now. I would like to say that, again, I love my husband very, very much, and cancer sucks. And it just does.
Yes, it does.
And Mark, you have been instrumental. You have been so instrumental, and you are one of the nicest people, and you're one of the closest friends I'll ever have. And I love you so very much for helping me to understand cancer so that I can do better for my husband.
You know, that's just something that it's a must-do when someone survives something that,
Thank you, Mark.
you know,
And Laura Lear.
I have got, you know, so many stories as you do. You know, we've been
Mary.
in that situation with a lot of people for a while. You know, you never really catch awareness of it until it happens to you.
Yeah.
That's true.
You know,
Yeah.
so yeah, we have to take care of each other.
We really do. And you know, I'd like to say that I know that I'm blessed and I'm lucky because I have the best group of friends there ever was. Miss Mary back there, Shadowman, you, Laura Lear, Dave Way. I have so many great friends.
Dave Wade,
I'm blessed.
shout out to Dave and Jimmy of the Street Corner
Yes.
Gypsy Trio.
Yes, my mates, my band mates.
And I got to say too, another thing's going on this weekend that's it's near and dear to a lot of hearts here in this area, mine too. Mike Rowe, he put together a
Good job.
Friday night, Saturday deal for you know, a veterans organization, and it's going to be split between Rocks and Legends, right?
As far as I know, yes.
Friday night at Rocks,
Yes.
Saturday at Legends, all day.
Yep.
And a lot of amazing bands have come together
Really good ones.
to play 45-minute sets and fill the day. There's going to be donations for a silent auction, and you know,
Good job,
for
Mike.
him, yeah.
Good job,
yeah,
Mike.
and everybody come on out. Legends has got a lot of room and have food and beverages and fellowship.
Yes.
So, how about rounding out the show? Since I don't know, do we have any more to talk about that you want to bring up?
Well, no, I think we covered it. We're playing out in Guffey a lot. If you're out in the Guffey area, just come on by, and it's on the map, believe it or not. It's just make sure you got plenty of gas, and there's no gas station in Guffey. But
In a tent.
just go to my Stompin George band page, and usually all the events are aptly posted. Charlie, you want to add something?
Nothing. We're playing in Fair Play coming up, and we're playing in
Trails in
Florissant coming up, and
Rockin' the Highlands.
you know,
Yeah.
we kind of got our circle
Pretty good
going.
amount.
We
Yeah.
just want to kind of get it bigger, and,
Some of
something
those
within reach.
Gorgeous
nothing-
land.
Well, tell everybody we're playing your CD, and
Yes.
you know, how about rounding out the time with another song?
Okay. All right.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming all the way to
Yes.
do the show.
Well, thank you, Mark. It's been our pleasure.
Yeah.
Well, it's time to take Jesus off the cross. 2,000 years he's been on my wall. Now I'm not saved there, brother, but I'm not lost. I got no fear with the Christian cause. vomit. It's time to take Jesus off the cross. 2,000 years is way, way too long. No, I'm not saved, but I'm not lost. It's time to take Jesus off the cross. Oh yeah, it's time to take Jesus off the cross. And there you have it.
This, you know what? It used to be an hour went by too fast. Now it's like 2 hours go by so fast.
It was really fast.
Yeah. Well, that's because we got good conversation and
Yeah.
good music.
Yeah, I'm thankful for that because I was kind of dreading the time crawls when oh god, it's going to take a long time.
See, we
I'm just
surprised
sweet.
everybody.
I'm just
Yeah.
glad you guys, you did the your current event thing and you talked about really emotional issues and it makes
Real
it more
stuff.
like family, It's more than like a
That's
performance.
what we're hoping.
That's what we do. I mean,
Yeah, real.
there's no agenda, there's no format. Every show is a little different, but it's still pretty much, we concentrate on you. Whenever there's a show scheduled, it's the artist show,
Well, I tell you what, it's more like our show, and I prefer it that way. So.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, and we do, since we are booking recurring shows, you know what? It'd be great to see you next year.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
it'd be great, Mark. I think I can speak for Charlie.
Absolutely.
Be
Yeah.
glad to come up with some new material, and like I said, we're working on a second album now. And
Oh, that's great. Yeah, especially
We
so.
love that.
Yeah, we like to
Right.
to break things like
I
that.
know.
So, Charlie, you like Roy Buchanan a little bit?
Like what?
Roy Buchanan a little bit.
I know who you're talking about. I'm not super familiar with him, but I could
yeah.
stand up to him.
Well, he's one of the telly icons.
Icons,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I admire anybody like him immensely.
Yeah, no, check him out if you're not real sure about.
Mhm.
I mean, he's really slick. Too bad he's not around anymore. But,
Yeah.
that's just my read. You've got a great style. Like
Yeah.
it. Complimenting the tunes just amazingly, and
Thank you.
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, Mark. Got a good ear, and that was a real good insight there, Lisa, about those crazy chords I play, because he likes that. And not many people pick up on that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I was paying attention.
You're a musician in your own right, I'm sure. That's lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So Ed, I think it's time to wrap the deal up, don't you?
Absolutely. We just have a little message here from somebody in Colorado Springs you might want to take a listen to.
This is Mayor John Zucker. You're listening to KDCURadio.com.
And this has been another wonderful session of the Beat Goes On Global Internet Radio Show. Thank you, George, Chuck, Mark, and Lisa. We'll see you back here again next Wednesday, and be sure to stay tuned all the way till midnight. We're going to have more all Colorado music for you as we do all week long, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. to midnight. Be sure to check out the Saturday show, 12 noon to 5 p.m. with Worldwide Blues. We'll see you right here next week. Thank you.